Hello and welcome to another PC build. This will be my main rig for games and work heading into 2021, and in this video I'll be covering most of the steps including the liquid cooling setup and installation. Hope you enjoy. So I'll be reusing my Silverstone TJ07 case. This time around I'm thinking about creating a custom front panel, something that looks clean and maybe something that will add some extra airflow through the case. This is what I had in mind for the front panel. It's two pieces of 2mm thick aluminium, which I've cut to size using a jigsaw. I'm using standard motherboard standoffs to connect both pieces, and I've drilled some holes to connect two fans, and I've used spacing for 240 radiators. This is the Ryzen 3800 XT AMD CPU. We're going to install this into the motherboard along with the RAM and SSD. I'll do a test boot on air just to make sure everything works before we add the liquid cooling. I'm actually looking forward to this the most. It's the M.2 drive which I'll be using for storage. It's super fast, it's silent, and it doesn't require any extra cabling. I'm going to stick with my 1070 GPU until the 30 series becomes more available. As my 1070 is liquid cooled, I'll first test the system on air with this backup card. Safe to turn on the power supply. I think. Okay, we do have some lights. Let's turn our screen on. Let's do it. Oh yeah, it's HDMI. Is it running some sort of Oh, holy shit, got post. There's something on the screen. It must be doing some diagnostics, like some first time. Oh shit. So everything went well and we've got Windows installed and running. Just wanted to test everything before I did any mods. Now I'm going to send off the custom front panel and a few other bits and pieces for powder coating. While that's being done, I'll take things apart and install the liquid cooling components. I'm now going to install the EK Monoblock on the Asus Crosshair motherboard. First I'll need to remove the stock heatsink. Okay, we've received our front panel back from the powder coaters. Everything's looking really good. We'll first connect our brackets to the panels using pop rivets. So this is looking good. Now we're going to add some riv nuts. It's these things here. And they allow you to put these into like sheet metal. And you can now you can use a screw, and that's how we'll mount it into the case, like that. Okay, that's the first plate done. That was pretty much the hardest part, getting those in to lock them together, and then the riv nuts. This fan hub will allow me to connect up to 4 fans to one motherboard fan header. I'll now start connecting all the fittings for the tubing. I find getting things to line up with hard tubing is tricky sometimes, so I'm going to connect two 45-degree bits power fittings to help things line up a little better. And if possible, I'll always add a drain valve to the lowest point of the loop. This will help you easily drain the fluid when you need to. I'm also going to add this temperature sensor fitting. This will connect to the motherboard and monitor the temperature of the coolant. I'll then use the coolant temperature to set the fan speed. To keep the tubing aligned, I'm going to try this offset fitting. Should help when two ports don't quite line up. To prepare the tube for installation, I'm adding the fitting cap, the O-ring to create the seal, and then optional EK tube insert.